Okay, you're on.
Hi everyone. It's Friday. I was gonna say it's Thursday, and it's actually Friday. Anyways, we are on day 5 of our virtual warehouse sale week. We just did a comment sold test run, and we had some good questions and figuring stuff out again because we only do it every few months, so sometimes it's a little difficult. Just to like this I do every week, and still I have trouble with this sometimes if I lose sound and stuff. But comment sold we do every few months, so it's like, what do I do again? So anyways, for comment sold, that will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. and that's Central Standard Time. Be patient. I'm going to try and go on because it does take a little bit to connect. So I'm going to try and go on, a few minutes early. So I might pop on a few minutes early, but I do tend to talk a lot, and we can do question and answer while people are still getting on. But you do need to register. So to register, and if you've already registered, if you've already participated, you should be good to go, but I'm going to show you how to check that. So if you haven't registered, you'll go to thepapercut.commentsold.com. I believe my mom is posting a link, or she will post a link in the comments, and and I can't see what I'm looking at, but anyways, you may get a screen like this that says continue with Facebook. So if you're signing in or signing up, Facebook users are going to go right here, continue with Facebook. If you're a non-Facebook user, you're going to go sign up way at the bottom down here, and that's how you can watch it on the web store. So after you do that, a couple ways to check and make sure that you are your account is confirmed, because you need to connect via Messenger, is if it says welcome back, but it says click get started to confirm your account, you need to click get started, okay? Because you need to connect via Messenger. So you click get started. I don't know if it takes you to automatically connect, but you need to connect via Messenger. Those are two very important things. Get started and connect Messenger. If you are in there and it says, and you're looking at this, and it says disconnect Messenger, that means you're good. That's a good to go, because that means you're already connected. And I will have an iPad with me tomorrow, so I can check accounts. I don't want to check a whole bunch because people want to get going on the comment sold, but I'll be able to check accounts if needed to see if you're confirmed or not. But that's two very important things when you're on your account page: get started and connect to Messenger. If it says disconnect Messenger, you're all set. You can also watch on the web store. So on the web store, well, on the regular account, to get to the web store, there's this little thing up here that says account, cart, and shop. You'll go to shop, and that will take you to the web store. And once on the web store, like today when we were on the web store, the live did not automatically show up, but there was a little message at the very top that said we're live now. You click on it, and then the video comes up, and you see exactly what people are seeing on Facebook. And then it has a little buy button, so you can click on that to buy your stuff. But there is a delay. There's a longer delay. There's a delay from me to you, but there's an even little bit longer delay if you're in the web store. So things that are just like onesie twosies, you might not get. But if somebody you can still try to get them, because if somebody puts it in their basket and then they decide they don't want it and they take it out of their basket, it goes to the next person in line. So even if you think you don't have a chance, maybe you try to put it in your cart, and if somebody takes it out of their basket or lets their basket expire, then you may get that item. So another thing that's always confusing is the PaperCut website, which is what you've been shopping on, with the flash sales, with just regular product. If you have an account there, it's totally separate. So the PaperCut website is different than the comment sold. So we kind of have three things going on this week. We have our coupon code that you can use for 25% off. We have our flash sales that just run at night, and you've been checking out the next day so you don't lose or that night so you don't lose them. And then we also have comments sold. And those three pieces, we then all mesh them together and combine the shipping. If I owe you shipping, I will contact you, or I will just adjust your amount. If you paid by credit card, I can totally adjust that. If you paid by PayPal, which Comment Sold only lets you pay by PayPal, then I will either let you know, hey, you paid too much. Do you want this item that is on your wait list? Or do you want to pick something else out? Or do you want me to refund PayPal? Or if you owe more because you spend a gazillion dollars in Comment Sold and it only charges you $10, then I'll contact you. So the shipping amount that you see is not necessarily the shipping amount that it is. It's just with all these moving pieces, it's a little bit, we do our best to put it all together, ship it all together, and then take care of the shipping either on the plus or the minus side. So Comment Sold, one thing is, and I'll talk about this tomorrow, but if you have a waitlisted item and it's a $2 item, it's not going to put more shipping on your order. So, but likewise, if you have a couple items and then on your wait list you get a whole bunch of them, it's still not going to put shipping, but there might be more shipping just because of the added weight and stuff. So anyways, we'll talk about all that tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. Adjust it for your time zone, and we'll see you then. But let's go on to our flash sales. I did get those entered, so let's see. This was like so this morning, so I don't even know exactly what I have. Okay, so tonight is sparkly night, so it's all kinds of stuff sparkly. So, and there's not as many items. Oh, our winner. So last night our winner, because if you order $25 in flash sale items, you go into a drawing for the cookbook. Our winner is Eileen. No, this is Wednesdays. Who's Thursday?
I put one up here, or maybe I didn't.
Hang on,
Okay, all right.
My mom's gonna go. She's pointing at me. Remember to do that, and then I don't have the right one,
Yikes.
and I can't remember who it is.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Oh, I know who it is. It's Melanie Elvery. Melanie Elvery is our winner of our cookbook from last night for our $25 in flash sale items.
You read my mind.
I did.
I know what you're
But we do want to bring it back in here so then we have everybody's names.
All right, I will put it up there.
So yeah, Melanie, congratulations. We have another cookbook that we're giving out tonight. Tonight it's a little bit more because all the items in there are pretty expensive. So it's like $35 to go into the drawing. And you also get remember I did this card for our warehouse sale in person. So you get the little kit to do that. You need an embossing folder and some ink and a stamp. So, but you get the little kit to make that card with the directions. So that's if you have a $35 flash sale purchase. So,
It's up there in gold.
okay. Thank you. So for flash sale, we have this Miri Sparkle variety. It's 8 and an eighth by 11. It's 7 colors, 2 each of 7 colors. 14 count, normally $32, on sale for $22. With your discount, it's $16.50. So for the 14 sheets of Miri Sparkle. Then we have the Miri Lava variety. That's the Miri Lava variety. Half sheet, 3 each of 8. So 24 count. It's normally $20.20, on sale for $15. With your discount, it'll be $11.25. Remember to enter your discount, TPC25. Yupo. This is the translucent. We are discontinuing the translucent. It acts very much like the cardstock, so you can use this in replace of the cardstock if you wanted to. 8.5 by 11, 5 count, normally $8, on sale for $6, and then with your discount it would be $4.50. Silver Miri Sparkle postcards. 25 count, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, normally $13.50, on sale for $9. With your discount would be $6.75. Silver mirror card postcards, 25 count, normally $10, on sale for $6. With your discount would be $4.50. And then gold Miri paper. I can't remember who was in class that would really, Bernice, I think, really liked the Miri paper. She wanted other colors. 8.5 by 11, 25 count, normally $29, on sale for $20, and then with your discount it would be $15. So those are our flash sale items. We don't have quite as many tonight, but they're all sparkly.
Carol Parker said, thanks for the link, but all it does is subscribe you to the email list. When you go to thepapercut.commentsold.com.
So it should take you to, for that comment sold, it should take you to a sign up where it tells you to continue. So this, when it says sign up, that's not a sign up for an email list. This is to sign up for comment sold.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're seeing this where it says sign up and it does ask for your email, that's to sign up for comment sold. And you can just hit continue through Facebook and it will still ask for your email. They want to verify your email. So it's not for the email list, it's actually you just follow the steps through. But you do need to enter your email, but it's not an email list.
Okay,
So.
thank you.
So, alrighty. So, I think, unless there's any other questions, we are going to get started with class. We are doing the cards class. So, we'll go down to the table. I got to grab my stuff. Any other questions?
Well, no, Laura Plummer said she missed the comments sold.
Oh,
darn
that's
it.
okay, Laura. We only had 4 items, and most of them, I think all of them, there's plenty of. So we'll be on tomorrow at 10. It was just kind of a practice run for people that have never been on comment sold or a refresher. We showed 2 by 11 crystal diamond print, lots of them. Some of the little Miri sparkle swatches, which I've done before, so we could do variants. And then we did some 3.5 by 3.5 squares. There's plenty of those. We wanted to do a few of them with different variants.
Sarah, can you do those again tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll do them
Okay.
again tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
All right.
and there still should be some left. And if there isn't some left, I can probably add to that inventory because I didn't even put all that
Okay.
we have. So,
Thank you.
so yes, we will repeat those tomorrow. Not a big deal. And if there's no more questions, or if there is, you can ask them during class too. But I'll be answering questions tomorrow morning. That's how we'll start out comment sold. We'll make sure people get registered. We'll just go through how it all works. So even before we get to any items, it'll probably be about 10 minutes of talking at the beginning of comment sold just to answer all those questions and make sure everybody is registered and can participate. So,
Okay.
alrighty. Do you want to go down to the table, Mom?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to take my flash sale items and my flash sale note and put them on my cart.
Overhead view. You're down there.
Okay. So I'll be with you in just 1 second. I'm just situating. Just getting situated so we can do class. One more thing. All right. So for this class, I did totally not plan it that way, but there's not a ton of supplies that you need for this class besides your basic supplies. And I'm going to turn my iPad off for tonight just so it has some juice for tomorrow.
We'll have to plug that in.
I'll plug it in tomorrow morning when I get here at 8 or 7 or whatever time I get here. Or overnight. Anyways. I can plug it in right now. Anyways, so there aren't many supplies for class besides, your paper trimmer, your tape, your foam tape, all of that kind of stuff. And, but not a whole ton of other supplies. So we're just going to start working through the cards. I'm going to start with the one card that is probably, I need to start with an easy one after all the last half an hour. So we're going to start with the wedding one. And I don't even have my sample because Leah came this morning and she was going to a wedding in Minnesota and she needed a sample. So
I missed her. Oh my gosh. Okay, Sarah, can you review that the flash sale is not on comments sold?
yes, the flash sale. The flash sale is totally separate than comment sold. So what we have going on is we have the Paper Cut website, and then we have on the Paper Cut website there's the sale items, and there's the flash sale. So the flash sale is just tonight from 6 to 9. Those items will disappear. Not like they'll disappear totally if we don't run out of stock, but they'll go off flash sale and just to their regular price that they are. Comment sold is totally separate. Comment sold is it is an app that we use in order to do a live sale. So I have to enter all of the items into comment sold, and that does track the inventory. So that's why I say that you need to pay before your basket expires, because if your basket expires, then it goes to somebody else. And if it was something that we only have a few of in inventory, then you kind of just lose out, because I can't, some of these things are like class card pieces and parts and stuff, and you'll see, because I have a lot of different, I have some regular stuff tomorrow, but I also have a lot of different stuff tomorrow that I may only have one of, and I can't replicate it. So I think that explains it. Comment sold is a totally different entity than our website. So if you have an account on our website, that doesn't, they don't mesh, they don't talk together.
Penny Blaylock says she hopes her count is okay and good to go.
Yep, I looked at your account, Penny, it was fine. Because it shows me, it either gives me a green that you're confirmed, or it gives me a red that you're not confirmed, and you were confirmed. So you're just going to log in with Facebook. So we are starting on the Z Fold card, and like I said, I don't even have a sample because I gave it to Leah, but this is more of just an assembly card anyways. So, and I needed something that was kind of just mentally easy to start with. I probably need that later in the night too, when we've been going for 3 hours.
So,
So I'm just going to start with layers.
okay.
Okay, go ahead though. I can tape.
Laura Plummer said class will go till 9 or later. Can you give us an extra hour for flash sale? What?
Oh, yes, I can give you an extra hour for flash sale. I can do that. I did that last night. I let the flash sale go a little bit longer because, and that's a good point. I need to remember that for next year, because you guys are in class, and so I will let flash sale go until 10. So.
Great question. Thanks, Laura.
And remind me next year on Thursday, like you're going to remember.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to remember, but if anybody remembers next year on Thursday, say, hey, can you let the flash sale go an extra hour on Friday? And then I'll post that, so everybody's aware. But mostly for you guys that are with me. So when you're folding this card, we already had it folded once right here, and you're going to fold back. Now these are very thin, so it's scored right there. But if you just, you have to be kind of, I can't remember the word that I sometimes use, very
intentional,
yes, with your fold. You don't want to just flap it over. I do that on my triple tier slider, where I tell you to be very intentional, and I think I use even a different word, but I can't remember what it is at the moment. Anyways, because you don't want to fold where there aren't scores. Okay, if you do, you can just put an extra piece of cardstock behind there. So you want to be very intentional with how you're going to fold. So you're going to attach this piece on the inside, and then we're attaching our black. This is our black leather-like, and I do really like the black leather-like, to the white, and you're going to attach that to the front of the card. Now, this card is using Rubber Necker stamps, and they have an artist that colors really well, and they will send me the images. So that's how you have such nicely colored images, and why this one's more of an assembly card, because they sent me the images and then I die cut them out. So this one does have a very thin border on the top and the bottom. So it's up to you if you want to make it a little bit longer border. just going to attach that to our card front. I'm out of my foam tape too. After our in-person sale, I had foam tape on my spools that I've been using, and I ran out, and I've been busy entering comments sold items all day long, because that's what I do the day before comments sold, is I enter all those items. Now again, like I said, some of them are repeat items, so I just have to edit the inventory and maybe the price, because if I had it in comments sold before, I lowered the price because it just needs to move out of here. So yeah, there's a few things that I'm going to be like, yep, this is $1 because I just want them gone. So I did use foam tape to pop up. It's up to you whether you're going to mail this card or give it out in person, but I did use foam tape. I think I attached my small squares, and I can't remember because Leah came and got my card this morning. But I attached my small squares on with tape, and then I did pop up this square. And you can use either side of the black leather. Like there's the side that's kind of indented and it looks a little shinier, or there's the side that looks a little matte, like a leather jacket, which I probably have hanging in my closet that doesn't fit from when I was 22 years old.
Nothing fits even from when I was 62 years old, Sarah.
I do have one, and it's got fringes on it. And I was a huge Bon Jovi fan, still am. But, but yes, I do have a leather jacket that kind of has that. In my closet, why don't I get rid of it? I don't know. I just love it. I'm never going to wear it again.
Carol Parker, Sarah will help you later with that registration for comments sold.
Yes, I'll help you later.
All right.
Or tomorrow morning.
Or tomorrow morning, yes. She cleared all her history and used the most recent link, and now it has a video of live replay test run, and asked for my email to subscribe to the mailing list. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Nothing happens after that. Okay.
So
we'll see what we can do to get that fixed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because okay, we'll talk about it. If I can call you after class, Carol, I'll see if you're still online when class is over, and I can give you a call. Okay.
Do you have her number, or do you need it?
I'm sure I probably have it.
Okay.
But if you
email your number.
Yeah, you could email your phone number, Carol, and I'll call you right after class.
I'm going to dance after class.
Okay.
They have a dance party tonight. I'm going.
Okay. Knock your socks off.
Yep.
Have fun.
I sure will.
Okay, so this middle one is a little bit bigger. So the middle one is the bigger one, and I attached that with foam tape. And then I attached you tied the knot with foam tape. Leah actually has another wedding coming up, and it's the sibling of the wedding they're going to this weekend, and I said, can you use the same card? And she said, yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't show each other the cards that they get, so.
Okay. Oh, good.
And then I'm using a little bit of foam tape behind the flowers and the bell.
Oh, there. Diane Kendall said to Carol Parker, try clicking on the person in the right upper corner. That might take you to the sign-in page.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Oh, that would be good. Because I signed in a long time ago, so whenever I need to kind of see what the sign-up page looks like, I need to find somebody that's not signed up.
Yeah.
So I can refresh myself on what the sign-up page looks like. So, and then we're just going to attach the cans and the gems. So this was a quick and easy card. Kind of needed that after I've had a day of entering, and I need to get back slowly back into the mode of crafting because it's been sitting at the computer all day long, entering items.
That's the way I felt today when I was entering old orders.
Uh-huh.
Just need to get back in the mode of doing that because we're trying to get those
all of the stuff
up to
sorted.
date and
What?
yeah, trying to get everything up to date.
Oh, yeah. So, well, we're talking about up to date. So my mom, as a different from like Amazon, when we ship orders, they don't automatically, our website is super old, so they don't automatically say shipped. My mom enters those manually. So, and she sometimes only comes, if she's working, she's not here as much, or when she's the librarian and she has lots of dies to take care of. So, those, if your order says, what you really need to look for is like a shipping notice, then you'll know your order is shipped. Because they might say pending even after you receive your orders.
When you go to your page, right, Sarah?
Yes.
Your website.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to start working on a new website, and then you should be able to see order history, and then I think it actually links to the shipper, and as soon as it ships, then that will automatically. But right now we do more manual because that's just the way it is.
And I have been busy, organizing Sarah's dies, and I've made a bigger project out of it than Sarah thought it was going to be. So it's taking me a little longer, but I do have hers.
But they are all really nice.
Thank you, Sarah. You're generous and kind. Oh my gosh.
And Becky and I like when we use dies, we can just come back and return them in the librarian box, and she takes care of putting them back.
Yeah.
Because what we used to do is we had a box lid and we just threw them all in the 1 or 2 box lids, whether it was out in the shop or whether it was in the office.
So that's what I had to deal with. And, I just don't know the difference between Sarah's dies and Impression Obsession dies and Rubbernecker dies. And then there's a few itinerant companies, too, that you have dies for. Mm-hmm. So I'm still having trouble trying to figure all that out. But I'm making great progress with Sarah's help.
Yeah, I think she's almost done.
Yeah.
Oops.
So, Impression Obsessions, the system that I have for Impression Obsession dies is not so detailed as the paper cuts.
But the Impression Obsession dies are a bazillion more.
Yeah. But I'm pretty much through with that, and then I'll move over to Rubbernecker, and I don't think I'll be quite as detailed about that either, Sarah. So.
Well, I think those I have a lot of the packaging for.
Yes, that's so nice. Oh my gosh.
So yay, we have one done, and it's 6:30.
Oh, Kathleen Ressler Moore, so great that your grandson Sammy is watching with you.
Okay, so
That's
one
fun.
done. Wedding card for next month's wedding that Leah's going to ask me a card for. Yay. So I use a lot of our gift card envelopes. So we have little envelopes that are 2.5 by 3.5, and I'll tape them shut. I'll snip them off, and I should have done that in here, and then I'll attach it in here so you can put a gift card in there. Now Leah reminded me of that when she said, "Mom, we're just doing, nowadays they do a lot virtual. Like they were just going online and doing money." So she's like, "We don't need a money holder or a gift card holder on the inside of this card." And I was like, "Well, perfect, because I didn't do one."
Sarah, can you tell us what was the dandelion die that was used on
Oh, the
Monday?
dandelion stamp. Yes, that was, it's Rubberneckers, and I could not find it online, so I didn't put it on the sheet.
Yeah, I see that.
So hang on a second. Well, let's get out the next card. And I'm sorry I didn't email you back. I was in my
Not die, the stamp. Yeah.
the stamp. I was in my world today, working on comments sold. So I didn't, yeah, sorry. I did get your email about that. Jill Chapman.
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to go on to the gnome. And while you guys are pulling that out, I am going to go get the stamp.
I'm surprised she left me in here alone because she's always worried I'm going to tell a story about her. Oh, so I won't tell a story about her tonight.
Yeah,
Besides,
okay.
she's back already.
Yeah. So this is the stamp that I used, and I don't have the packaging for it. So their stamps do not have the numbers, like Impression Obsession stamps sometimes have the numbers on the plastic. And this set doesn't. And I know it was called Organic something, but it wasn't on their website, and that's why I didn't put the number on there. I did find this one too, so they kind of have that one that's kind of similar too, but again, it doesn't have a number, and I don't have,
And Rob's not on here tonight.
and I
so-
don't think Rob's on there
Yeah.
tonight. So Jill, I will try and get with Rob and see if I can find out, if they still carry that and they're just out of it, or they have one laying around. So yes, I will do that for you.
Oh, Carol, that's so great.
Did she get on?
Yeah, she clicked on the
little
in-person
person.
corner, and then it took me to the page where I finished getting registered.
Okay.
The question now is, do I use the same link tomorrow morning?
Yes.
Yes. Or you can go in
you
through
go
Facebook.
on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, just go right onto our Facebook page.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
If you're going to go on Facebook, because that's where it probably works the best, go right on our Facebook page.
Okay. Oh,
That's the
Sammy got
easiest.
really excited when he heard his name mentioned.
All right. So we are going to go on to the gnome, and this is our Peekaboo Trifold. And I did screw this one up in person the first time I taught it. So this is my third time teaching these cards. So if I screw up, I've got issues. But I did mess up, and I'm going to... You do need your personal paper trimmer for this card. So
So you're saying the dandelion stamp is not available, as far as you know, right?
it wasn't online when I was doing my instruction sheet, so I didn't know that when I did it.
Okay.
And it was like organic set blah blah. It had the word organic in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they did that special and they don't have it anymore, and I apologize if I used a discontinued stamp, but I will get with Rob and I will see if he possibly has them there, or if it's just not online,
Okay.
or if it's just out of stock, or if they maybe even have a used set if they used it in classes. That might be an option too. So anyways, our Peekaboo Trifold card. We're going to start out on the front of this, and you are going to need your personal paper trimmer. So start with your circle on your right hand side. And let's just go to our two biggest pieces, which have the circles in them. So this one comes in the kit. This one I used and I cut with the Rubbernecker Peekaboo Trifold die. So, and I do have some of those in stock, I just don't have them online yet. So if you do want one, I got one from them, and then they were able to send me some more. So I do have the Peekaboo Trifold overlay die that also comes with a circle die in it that, fits right through this hole. So we are going to attach the two circle overlays to the front. So you want to make sure your circle is on the right, and you're going to attach your two overlays to the front of it. So yeah, these first couple cards, this one's an assembly card too, but it's got more assembly and some cutting to it. And I did replace my my tape today, Mom. I replaced my tape. Remember?
Oh, that's good,
I've been out of
yeah.
tape for a while. So you're going to attach your overlay. And I'm actually going to, now that I'm going to have 3 samples because I made one, actually I'm going to have 4 samples because I made, this is my 3rd in person. So I'm going to send one of these samples to Rubbernecker.
Sarah, did you make that striped paper?
I did make the striped paper, and I'm supposed to do a paper pad, and I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
So I am doing a paper pad with that exact striped paper.
Oh, so sorry, Diana Makatura. She's missing the striped overlay.
Oh, we'll send it to you. Sorry about that. You know, with the number of kits that we sent out, we haven't had that many missing pieces. So I'm pretty happy about that.
I am too.
Yeah. So we are going to now turn it over. So turn it over. So now your window is on the left. So your window's on the left, and your 2 scores are on the right. So now we are going to attach our stripes to these 2 smaller. So when we fold this other side, we actually fold it like in double shutter cards. We fold it in and then we fold it back. So this card is kind of half of a window card or a trifold window card and half of a double shutter card. So we're going to attach our 2 striped layers. So if anybody's watching now and they're missing something, let us know because my mom writes it down. Kathleen Rubbernecker did send out a die set to you today. So that is on its way.
Sarah, do you still have kits for every card you've done this week?
I am out of Creamy Dreamy. I'm out of Creamy Dreamy, but I have all the rest of them. So I have layered florals. I have cards. I have the alcohol ink.
So they can still go online and order those, right?
Yes. I think the only thing that's missing is the Creamy Dreamy, and I took off the all-in bundle because I don't have the Creamy Dreamy to put in the all-in bundle. So you're going to attach your 2 layers. And then we're going to get to where I screwed up in person. So in-person classes, we now went to attaching our circles. And I totally missed that there is these stripes going underneath the circles. So we're going to pull out these 2 pieces. And we're also going to pull out this piece because this one goes on the front. So this piece of green Miri Sparkle that you have, you're going to cut into 3 pieces. And I don't know the exact dimensions, but I will get them for you. This first one is just a hair over a 1/2 inch. So you can cut a 1/2 inch piece off of the red and a 1/2 inch piece off the green. And then I just did 2 really narrow green ones, which you don't have to do them this narrow. You can definitely do them wider. So this one is a 1/4 inch, and this one in here is...
Oh, thank you, Wendy. I didn't even go to the website because
3/8 of an inch.
Wendy Little found that set on Rubbernecker.
Oh, she did?
Yes, I didn't go to Rubbernecker because...
She found which set? The Dandelion?
Yeah, 3202 organic set number 2.
Oh, perfect.
But they're out of stock right now.
Okay.
But that tells me that they're not discontinued.
Yes, yes. Okay, perfect. So is Jill still on that she can get that number?
Jill, let's see if you. I'll
reply
respond to
Jill's.
her.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you, Wendy. So we need a 1/2 inch and a 3/8 and a 1/4 if you want to do yours exactly like mine. If you don't want to do yours exactly like mine, then cut them whatever width you want, and it doesn't matter. So, perfect. I'm happy that Wendy found it.
I am too. I was headed there, but I didn't get there. And
So I cut that piece for right there. Oh, I'm so happy
Yeah, me
because
too.
that's one less step for me to.
It
you know,
was
get with-
called 3202 Organic Set Number 2 Clear Set.
Yep, I knew it had the word organic in it.
But
So-
you couldn't find it earlier, huh?
I couldn't find it when I was doing the class instructions.
Okay.
So we have this piece for right here, and I cut mine a little crooked, it's okay. And we have this piece that's going to attach on to there, and then we have that. And we just need a 1/2 inch piece of mirror card and a 1/4 inch piece of mirror card.
So it looks like this, Sarah.
Hang on a second, I'm trimming.
Okay.
I can't,
Okay.
I don't want to trim my fingers off.
No, I don't want you to try it.
Okay. Yes, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Perfect. Thank you, Wendy.
Doesn't have the crookedy stem, but
No, mine, I made the stems crooked.
oh, okay.
When I attached, they were kind of flexible, and I just kind of bent them.
Oh, nice.
So, okay. So you need your 1/2 inch piece of red and green. These were like 1/4 inch, and this one was 3/8. So we're gonna attach all these. These two you're gonna have to trim at 4 1/4. So yay. So I'm just trimming at 4 1/4 for the front, or not for the front, for this inside piece right in here. It's got to be a little shorter than 4 1/4, just a hair, because otherwise it gets caught on the score. So just a hair shorter than 4 1/4 for that inside one. So it just doesn't buckle by the score. And then you can go ahead and stick this one on the green sour apple that's going to go on the front, and you can stick that right on the front, except for Diana Macatura, because you are missing your front, so you'll just have to wait to put that piece on until after we send it, and we'll send it out in the mail tomorrow for you. So this piece goes on the front. We're going to attach these on the inside, and these two we're going to attach right there, and then we'll get to the rest of the assembly. And yeah, this, I totally missed that in person. Somebody asked me, how am I supposed to get the green underneath the circle, and I was like, ooh, my bad. Okay, so we have those two, then we have these two, and then I'm going to put my one strip on the front too. I should have started this over by the score, so I didn't, because that one I was a little close on the score right there. And this guy you can pop up with foam tape right there if you want. Usually when Comment Sold is on Saturday, you know, I'm at work gathering stuff. I take all my boxes home and I do them at home. Well, I'm here tonight, so I was like, I cannot be doing this from 9 at night until 3 in the morning. So I made sure to get it done today.
So I was here with Sarah until about 3 o'clock, and I said to Sarah, I'm going home and I'm going to eat some lunch, and then I'm going to go to my dance lesson, and then I'll be back. Do you want something to eat? And she said, no, I think I'm okay. And the minute I walked out the door, she
Oh,
said,
my stomach was growling.
so she ran down the street to Quick Trip and got some lunch. Oh. In the meantime, I brought some wild rice and chicken soup today from, where in the heck is this from? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, Panera Bread.
Oh, Panera. Oh.
Yeah.
So this I did pop up with foam tape and then I trimmed it. So we may as well do that. As long as we're taping all kinds of stuff right now, we may as well go ahead and get some of this taping stuff done.
Sarah, Jill Chapman said the stem looks different on Sarah's card. I wonder if it's just double stamped. No, Jill, she bent
Well,
the stem, right?
do you want to pull up that stamp again that Wendy Little showed you?
Sure.
Because I'll look at it closer. I didn't look at it super
Okay,
close. I just
okay.
looked and it was like, oh, that looks like it was it.
Okay.
But I did kind of like bend the stems when I stamped them.
Okay.
But I'll look at them because like I said, my mom just showed me from a few feet away earlier. She's going to look it up again and
Okay,
I'll
I
look
got
closer.
it. I got it.
Here, I'll come over there.
All right.
I'm just cutting my Believe. Well, I'm going to walk around the table.
Well, it looks the same except for the stem.
Oh.
I think.
Yes, I bent the stem. I totally bent the stem.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's the same, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Usually ships in 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. The stems are kind of very
Flexible, huh?
flexible. Oh. Yeah, I don't even have it on here.
Oh, no.
I can't even show you because
Now we lost the darn.
No, I think it's
Misplaced
probably
it. It's just in the pile someplace, right?
No, it's not in the pile. It's probably in the box of the kitting, the stuff that we kitted.
Oh.
So it's probably still in that box.
Okay.
But yes, this is the stamp set I used, and I just totally bent the stem.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, the stems are very flexible. So that was a Sarah
Yeah.
thing.
Ha! Sarah bent the stem.
I did bend the stem. Because I didn't like it going straight down. I wanted to add where they were kind of connecting. So yes, I bent the stem.
Okay, so Ann Naram, however, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. I apologize for that. Are all of this week's virtual card kits somewhere special on the website? Let
Under
me get
classes,
that for you.
yeah.
Under classes.
Okay, so what we're going to do, because I attached these two pieces, and my little gnome on the front. Everybody can do this except for Diana Makatura, because you're waiting for this piece, but I attached my green piece and then I did trim my Believe. So now we're going to go and we are going to, let's set up our circle layers first, just so we know which circles go with which. So we have the green unstitched one, then we have the red stitched one, then we have the dude carrying the tree with the reindeers, or the antlers. Then on the inside we have the red unstitched one with the green stitched one with the words. So if you keep those set up, then you will make sure to put them on correctly, because that was a problem in class where they got mixed up. So okay, so if we fold it like an accordion, and we're going to start with this pile right here. So this green one has to go through this window. Now, you can either put tape on half of it, or if you trust your taping abilities, you can put tape right on this part, but you don't want to get it, on your overlay. So either you can put tape on half of your circle and remember which half, or you can put it right here, and then you're just going to put your circle right through that window. It goes right through that window, and it attaches to your double shutter part, okay? And then we can go ahead and attach the red one and the guy, and these two I did pop up. So you can, in my classes, I can't see what you're doing, and even if we were in person, you could still do whatever you wanted to do as far as you can pop up or not pop up as much as you want. I wonder if Stamplistic is on tonight. She uses a lot of pop tape, which I would cringe if I saw that in the beginning. Now I'm used to it, but she's normally on Friday nights, and I'm normally not. So I'm on her night tonight. So yeah. Anyways, or do they have a cruise going on or something weird?
Oh,
Not
a cruise. Oh.
Anyway, so now we're attaching this guy, and I did pop him up. I am much better with my tape when I have it trimmed ahead of time. I tend to use more tape when I'm just sitting here ripping it. Okay, so that's that part. Now we need to get our other set of circles inside here. So we're going to leave our double shutter part open. We're going to fold just the card front in, and now we're going to start with our red mirror card non-stitched, put tape on the back, and attach that through the window.
What in the heck?
Well, Carol, about the signing up for comments sold, I'm sorry that you were having trouble, but it also helps us know what to do for the next person that is having that trouble. They
Yes.
need to click on the little guy. So it was a learning experience, and I'm sorry that you had to, that we couldn't answer you, but whoever gave that suggestion, you are brilliant.
Oh, they're on the Hawaii cruise
Okay.
and doing the Tulsa show.
So these I'm just attaching flat because I've got a lot of foam tape here. I've got a lot of foam tape on the outside. So my 3 circles that I'm putting on the inside, I'm just putting flat.
Laura Siegel said she's not sure if they're doing the Fanster Friday. Starts in 6 minutes if they are.
They might not be if they have a show and the cruise.
Yeah.
All right, and that is the end of the gnome card.
Yeah.
So yay. And yeah, now I'm sure Josh, my youngest, is
What were the widths of the strips you just cut?
Oh, the strips. These 2 were 1/2 inch, these 2 were 1/4 inch, and the sour apple one was cut, but this one was about 3/8 of an inch.
Okay.
You can tell I did it a little narrower on my sample and a little bit wider on here. I don't think it
Well,
matters.
that was about 13 minutes ago. That
Yeah.
question. That was,
Oh, that was 13 minutes ago, so whoever probably did it.
yeah.
Oh well.
Okay.
The measurements on that one weren't critical. But I'm sure Josh is going to love these Christmas cards. to give
Yeah,
to
you'll
his
probably
friends.
give it to me for Valentine's Day.
That's my boy.
Or for Mother's Day. He likes to do that. On my birthday. I love those cards from Josh.
Okay, let's go on. Let's do a couple that were, let's do one more clean one, and then we'll go to some messy ones. Not messy. So let's go to this one, a more construction type one. So this is the happy birthday. And this one is a horizontal banded Z-fold card. And then we'll go do some ones with alcohol inks and ink blending and stuff like that. So we'll do one more construction one. I didn't pop these out yet. I didn't do anything, so you guys are probably ahead of me. But let's check and make sure you have all of your pieces.
What a fun card. Yes, it was a fun card, right, Laura?
So we have our horizontal banded card base, which is actually a steno card with an extra score in it, which is an easel card, which we're doing an easel card later on. But it also has a band that's scored exactly the same, but when you attach it, you fold it different. So when you're doing the horizontal banded Z-fold card, an easel would fold like that. We're folding it back with the Z-fold. And then when we end up attaching this, we just have it folded opposite. So the back is the solid and your two scores are on the front. When the band attaches, it's your solid one and then your two scores on the inside. So let's start attaching our pieces. Now we have our scores on our left hand side. And to set it up, we're going to attach our base layer that's blue, and then now this is a rubbernecker die. I love it with the piercing. We kind of used one of those in the watercolor class where it had like the florally, or was it, yeah, I think it was like flowery shapes in the watercolor class, and I just liked that, you know, texture on the back of there without it being texture. So it's just pierced.
That was Diane Kendall, by the way, that got Carol Parker all
Oh, nice.
fixed up.
Thank you, Diane Kendall. So right now we're going to attach all of these pieces. So go ahead and just start attaching. Yeah, thank you for helping.
It's called caring and sharing, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
But now next time somebody's struggling, I can be like, oh, click on the little guy.
Yeah, click on the little person. Yeah. You're welcome. Thanks, Diane.
Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to attach our candles. So yeah, usually there's more supplies and more stamping, and I totally did not plan it that way. I just designed all the cards and it happened to be over a few month period. And then I went to do my supplies and I'm like, well, we don't have as many supplies as we normally have.
Yes.
I don't know if you all like that or not, but we had plenty of stamping yesterday. We had plenty of inking and all that going on Monday and Wednesday. So now we just have a whole assortment of just different stuff going on in this class.
Okay, so here's a question, Sarah.
Sure.
From Penny Blaylock. She said, do I need to email you to see if it's not my imagination that I have subscribed to the Crafters Classroom and Fun Time Thursday that's on auto ship?
Yes, email me.
Yeah, she's on
because
some pretty...
I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
And I think you are signed up.
I haven't...
But I did, with the exception of all the people that initially signed up, I did send a confirmation. There was a few that signed up late last week or early this week, and I did not send those confirmations yet. So if you signed up way in the beginning, I did send a confirmation, like right after I got the registration. But yes, best to email me. Now we are going to decorate our band, which, see, our band just has these two pieces on it, but these do need to be trimmed because the first one, if you attach it to here, it goes end to end. And I do have a little white space. So you're gonna trim this one just a little bit to give it a little white space around it. And then you do need to trim these two panels, which they are about 2 5/8. So I'm gonna just trim this one, and I'm just gonna get my paper trimmer out and trim like,
Okay, Kathy, I will take care of that. She doesn't have a white band in her kit for the happy birthday card, Sarah.
okay, yep, we'll send you that, I apologize.
Yep. We never like it when we miss stuff, but it's good to know that we're human. Sometimes I need to get that through my head that I can't be perfect.
Nope. There was one person missing it in person, and I was just like, oh, I hope you're the only one missing it, but it was a little frantic kitting, so I did have some extra helpers kitting. So yes, Becky has, Becky and Wendy have been kitting for me for a while, and they do pretty darn good.
Sarah, how many blue pieces were they supposed to have?
One big blue piece and 2 little blue pieces. And if anybody's missing pieces, I'll get them out in the mail tomorrow. So 1 big blue piece and then 2 little ones behind each of the candle pieces. And then for this piece, you have 2 long ones because one fits on the long, but then you are trimming the other long one to fit on the short, which you're trimming them to about 2 5/8.
She's missing the 2 little ones, Mona. So sorry. Mona.
Oof. Sorry about that, Mona.
2 little blue pieces.
I will get missing pieces in the mail tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. So now we have that. Let's go on to our words. So you have the get ready to blow, which, they got a big kick out of that at the in-person class.
What?
the saying, get ready to blow. I gave you an extra, so I gave you the wish big, that goes right here, and I also gave you an extra saying in case you want to put it, you could put the celebrating your day right there. You could put it in here. You could put the get ready to blow right here and the celebrating your day right there. So you don't have to use all 3 pieces. I just gave you an extra one. So cut whichever words you want. I backed the wish big with yellow and the get ready to blow. I did have to cut off my exclamation point to get it to fit on there. So let's do our words right now. Just get those all out of the way.
Sarah, were these all A2 envelopes?
Yes, these are all A2 envelopes.
Okay. Mona was missing an envelope from an earlier, but she says she has lots of extra envelopes, but she doesn't think she has that blue paper, so.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get that out in the mail tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the get ready to blow. And then if you want to do the celebrating your day, you can. That's an extra one. It's not on the sample at all, the celebrating your day. And then the Wish Big gets a yellow piece behind it. You might have extra yellow. And that's just because, just for the fun of it.
I'll be right back, Sarah.
Okay.
I love soup here. We can have it, both have a taste tomorrow.
Okay.
A little petite soup.
Okay.
I don't have any of those petite bowls left anymore.
Okay. So the Wish Big, I did pop that one up with foam tape. My Get Ready to Blow, I just attached flat. And depending on how close you cut the, celebrating your day, you might be able to back that with yellow too. Okay, so and if you want to wait to put your words on until you get your happy birthday on, because you can't decide where to put them, you can do that too. I'm just going to get them all set up ready to attach. So the Wish Big, I left a bigger border on, and the Celebrating You, depending on, because I think everybody has at least one extra piece of yellow. So depending on your piece of yellow, it will either have a big border or a little border, if you want to use it. Alright, so I'm just going to leave my words, and I'm not going to attach them yet until we're done attaching. But I have them all ready. Okay, so I have words. Now for our band. So the band attaches, so see the big part is in the back and then our Z fold is in the front. The band, when it attaches, has the front part as the big part and then the Z fold is in the back. So it attaches like that. So when we're attaching, you can either put tape right here and attach this back piece first, and then only put tape on half of this flat part, or we can put tape on half of the flat part and attach it, and then just kind of bend this back, put tape, and then just kind of tuck it in, which is what I prefer. I don't think it matters either way which part you attach. The very important part though is only to put tape on half, because if you put tape on the whole thing, you'll end up taping it shut. Okay. So when I attached it, it's about 1/2 inch from the bottom, and that's whatever you want to do, about 1/2 inch from the bottom. Make sure it's straight, and then this is going to fold like that and attach right here behind that one. So we're going to fold that flap back and put tape on that flap. My mom's away for a minute, so. And then see how that tucks underneath? And then we just attach that flat. Now if it is sticking out, every once in a while it's sticking out just a hair over there, you can just cut that off. Alright, so we've got that part done. Now we can attach these if we want. Like I said, you could put the wish big there. You could put the celebrating your day there. You don't have to use the celebrating your day at all. You could put the celebrating your day here, the wish big here. You just want to pay attention because that flap is folding flat. So you don't want to put something in the middle where half of the words are showing, or maybe you do. That's totally up to you. You know, or you could attach, if you attach to this band, so you see what's ever sticking up right there. And that's where we put the candles. So I'm going to move on first to doing the happy birthday. I saw a message come through from Melanie.
Oh, I'll find it.
It might have been on Messenger.
Okay.
You know, I just get them popping up, but I don't know where.
Okay, let's see if I can find it.
So
Okay, Penny Blaylock says the website says her password is incorrect, so I guess I'll have to ask you to send it to me so I can pay for my flash sale items.
Okay, well, I'll do that. If you write it down, I'll do it. I'll do it right after class, Penny. Or you can check out as a guest this time, and then I'll, because it doesn't save credit card information anyways, so you could check out as a guest, and then we'll reset it for the next time.
All right.
That would work if you just want to get it out of the way.
That must have been on Messenger, Sarah.
Okay.
Because I don't see it here.
She was just wondering about being registered for Comments Hold, so I can
Okay.
look at that later.
Yeah, I can't see that
Okay.
here.
So the birthday I just attached right there, and the happy, when you attach the happy, and both of these I attached flat, but when you attach the happy, if you hang any part of the word over this score, don't put tape behind here. And for future reference, like I only did my Y, but if you do something that's hanging here a lot, you might want to attach a piece of acetate behind it just because it's going to be a little bit more delicate. So I didn't do that in this case because I only have the Y hanging over. So let's go ahead and attach our happy birthday, and then we'll move on to coloring our candles. If you're ahead of me for coloring candles, you want to color 4 on one side, but then the other 4 you want to flip over and color on the back, because these line up and they're going to go back to back, and the flames are a little bit off. When will you be sending the Crafters Classroom and Fun Time Thursday? Those aren't being shipped until October 7th. So yeah, if you color them all on the same side, then when you attach them, like if you color them all on the fronts and then you flip it over to attach it, your flames are off. So you want to color one on the front and one on the back, so then your flames line up when you attach them back to back. So, but I'm going to go ahead and attach my happy birthday right now. So I'm attaching my birthday. And then my happy. And again, don't put tape behind your Y, depending on what you know, how much you're letting hang off. I'm only letting the Y hang off. All right. So
Oh, Mona said she doesn't think she ordered Crafter's Classroom. She'll have to check her PayPal.
yeah, I haven't even entered the Crafters Classroom orders, so I mean, I could look on the website. My mom could look on the website, right? You could look on the Miva.
Yeah.
Or are you not logged in?
No, I'm not logged in right now, but let me see if I can get there.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do our candles. So remember, 4 you're going to color on the front and 4 you're going to color on the back. Because then when you put them back to back, and just in case anybody's ahead of me, when I attached my candles, see the candles you see here, but then you see the back of the candles when you close the card. So they're attached to the front and they're attached to the back of that band. See how they're attached back there? I made the mistake of putting my front ones on first and then trying to get them attached with my fingers was kind of hard. So I would either attach the back ones first and then the front ones, or I was thinking we could attach them like halfway so they're stuck on the top, and then we could just put a little glue in here and then slide it down. So I'm going to try that tonight. When I did my in-person classes, I didn't attach my candles.
Don't forget your dot on the I.
Oh yeah,
And
I forgot
birthday.
my dot. I threw mine out.
Oh, I saw it laying there.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it's right.
It's on the floor.
It's on the floor. Mine is right there.
Michelle Hildreth said a lady last week showed her the slim glue gun, but it was not until I saw you use it Monday that I had to go and order it. That is a game changer.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Mona, what's Mona's last name?
Mona Wilson.
Mona Wilson, thanks. Mona Wilson.
Yeah, you could use a gem for the dotting of the I too. Okay.
But Sarah, if they are on auto ship, you don't have those in here yet, do you?
No, I don't have those in there.
Okay.
But I don't think Mona's on auto ship.
All right.
So I'm going to color 4 candles on the front and then 4 candles on the back.
Mona Wilson.
So you're just going to color for a little bit.
Mona Wilson ordered something. Where can I see what they ordered?
If
Oh,
you-
I see it. Birthday craft along.
You did order it, Mona. Well, that worked pretty slick. And you can color your candles different on both sides if you want. I'm just going to do mine kind of basic.
Nope, not on auto ship, but we're glad you ordered. Thanks, Mona. I'm glad we could provide that information.
You glued your candles together, then glued between the middle white piece and the green piece. Yep, that would work. On mine, I glued them to both sides. So, yeah, there's different ways to do everything. Okay, so I got those two to go together. Now I'm going to do a couple blue ones.
Well, wait a minute. That birthday Crafters Classroom says Saturday, August 12th.
I had the wrong,
Oh, you had. Well,
it's switched now, but originally I had the wrong date on it.
okay.
I had August.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
It is October.
Okay. Oh, October, August sounds about the same, right?
Yeah. Nobody actually even noticed that or said anything about it.
Okay.
I just happened to notice it one day and I thought, nobody even said anything.
Okay, holy smoly, is shipping really $12 for the first flash sale? Penny Blaylock.
Well, depending on how much stuff you got. And don't worry about it because the shipping, we figured that all out at the end. So if you think you paid too much after we calculate exact shipping, then then we'll figure it out from there. I'll give you a call. We'll refund it, or depending on where you live, it might be more.
That's Penny Blaylock, so yeah.
Yeah.
Could be more or less. It gives you a.
Could be more or less. And with the expensive papers that are in this flash sale, yeah, it probably might, for the weight, it might have overcharged for shipping. But with all the other orders and everything else going on, sometimes it evens out. If you paid by credit card, I'll refund it. If you paid by PayPal, I might contact you. So many turning wheels during the sale
Yeah.
that figuring out the shipping exact on the orders is like
I have more hair to cut.
darn near impossible. My mom's cutting her hair. If you guys could see what I'm seeing right now. Not on the floor.
Oh, there was just like 6 little
I
pieces
know.
of hair.
Well, not like there's like 15,000 pieces of paper on the floor. 2 sniblets. Okay, so I have my candles together.
Do you also charge my state sales tax? I mean,
No, I don't.
No.
I do not charge the state sales tax. Nobody's told me I need to. My accountant hasn't told me I need to. I know they're starting to crack down on that stuff, but until I get my hand slapped, I'm not going there. Because paying all the state sales taxes are a pain in the patootie.
Yeah. That is awful.
It is awful.
I just can't even.
Yeah. Because when we used to travel and do shows, oh my gosh, keeping up with all the different states, some you file quarterly, some you file yearly, some you file monthly.
At the show.
Some you file, well, if you're doing virtual sales, it wouldn't be at the show, but I never had to pay any at the show.
Didn't you? I did. Where did I pay? I thought I paid in Phoenix. I thought I paid right at the show, Sarah. At least they did for quilters.
No. I think it has to do with the promoter.
Oh, okay.
And it might calculate the shipping off of the before the discounted price. I'm not sure, but we figure it all out with all the multiple orders coming in, and if you overpaid by too much, then we let you know. If it's just a couple bucks either way, we don't, but yeah. My website doesn't go off of weight, it just goes off of dollar amount.
So, talking about sales
Oh, I
tax,
hate sales tax.
the last time or at least I don't remember when we went to Texas and did a quilt-a-card show for under paper creation, under the paper cut, you gave me the Texas sales tax number, and that's still sitting in my sewing machine.
Oh, great.
I had to just laugh when I saw it. I thought, well, when the heck did I do that anyway?
Let's see, I have those 3. I need a green.
Penny said she did order 10 of the Yupo paper, or is it cardstock?
It's the text weight.
Okay.
The text weight of the Yupo we're discontinuing.
If we paid by weight, that would be crazy.
Yeah, weight would be even more.
Yep.
I think I lost a candle. I said I think I lost a candle
Oh,
on
no.
my work surface. It could be on my belly, stuck to my belly.
That happens on occasion.
I am missing a candle.
Well, where did it go?
I don't
Sarah, is it right there on your work surface and you just are not seeing it?
Well, I have this
Right
one.
under your hand? Can you shop at the store? You're not aging. Gosh.
So,
Can you shop at
yeah,
the
if
store?
anybody, because sometimes you guys see stuff that I'm missing. Can you shop at the store? Hang on, I'm looking on the floor. Can you shop at the store? Only during our warehouse sale. We don't have a store here. So we get people placing orders and then, oh, it's on the floor.
Oh, good.
Found it. So we get people placing orders and they'll come and pick up, but we don't have a display room or anything like that. We just have a messy office and a messy camera room
A messy stamp room.
and a messy stamp room.
And my messy desk. You don't even want to see my mess. Oh my gosh.
Okay, yay. So now you can attach your words, whatever you want to attach. And I think I'm going to do that. That was a little putsy one. I think we're going to go on to the sunflower next. That's alcohol. That one was an optional alcohol ink one. So we'll go on and we'll do that one, and we'll do the Halloween one, the ghouls one, because one is optional alcohol inks and the other one is alcohol inks. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but yay. Yay, did it.
You're not aging. Diane Kendall. Diane, I'm aging. I hope to age for a long time, like fine wine. So, but I hope I stay young forever.
Oh, you will. Keep dancing.
Yep. So the trick is to die as late as possible and as young as possible. Think that one through for a minute. Let that sink in. Mona said she has a messy computer craft desk. When she was cutting the flower dies apart, one went flying and she spent all morning looking for it.
Oh, I forgot to dot my, yep. Jan Rosenberg just said I forgot to dot my I.
Yep.
I did. Sitting there. There's my dot. I lost a candle, but I didn't lose my dot. So, thank you.
Thanks, Jill. It just showed up on on YouTube just now.
What just showed up on YouTube?
That you forgot to
That I forgot the
dot
dot.
the dot. Dot the dot.
Not the
Oh.
dot. Okay, so now I'm going to set that one aside. I'm going to put this one back in the kit. Alright, so let's go on to the sunflower one, which is the clear cover.
So how many have you done?
We've only done 3.
Seriously?
Yeah, but the last two were a lot involved.
Okay.
I think my mom's worried that we're going to be here until like 10.
10. 10. I told him I'd be at the dance studio at shortly after 9.
I think, well, we've got an hour and a half.
Okay.
So those two were probably the most taping and involved.
Okay.
Okay.
Boogie sing. Come on, Suze. Let's go.
Okay. So this one, you can do alcohol ink behind here if you want. So I did not mask that off. Like, this is after your frame is attached. I just used alcohol ink. I did put removable tape around so I didn't get any outside here, but the top of my sunflower I did not. Or you don't have to do that. So let's start attaching. My mom's got a dance party to get to.
Yeah. Or you're going to be left here
She's
alone.
going to be boogieing. Okay, so there is a text insert in this one. During my acetate class, somebody, I think it was Meryl Halpern, liked, so you didn't see all the way through to the inside. So this one I put a text insert. In my original, it just has a piece of cardstock. But in this one, I did a text insert. Now, normally, I will do tape on my score for a text insert. However, you don't want to do that because you'll see the tape on the front. So this one, we're going to break the rule, and we're just going to put tape on the back of the text insert. So tape just on the back of the text insert, and then that attaches to the back side of the card. Okay, so the text insert attaches in there. Then we are going to poke out all of our sunflower stuff. You can use either a, I'm going to actually get my spray adhesive out for this one to attach it. I'm going to cheat. Or you could use glue. I'm just going to gas my mom out of this room and hopefully she doesn't pass out. No, I won't
I
put too
wonder
much.
why I'm loopier than usual at
Yeah.
the dance studio.
I'll go out into the other room and I'll spray my spray adhesive so I don't fumigate her. So she can keep up her boogieing. The brown circle gets attached behind here after you poke those out. Now this would be pretty if you put glitter on top of all of those, but I was not gonna go glitter. You know, I like a little glitter, but if I did glitter, I would have had to do glitter in person, and I just didn't want to get my glitter out for in person because that would be too many people doing glitter, and some people are not very controlled with their glitter. So I did not do glitter. So yes, the thin tape would work really good for that because I've done it. Because when I did my in person, I used my thin glue.
Glitter is good.
Yeah, glitter is good, but when you have 30 people doing glitter and you don't know their glitter abilities,
Yeah.
I just did not want to go there with the glitter out in the warehouse. Plus, they probably would have like not enjoyed that. My employees would have enjoyed the glitter all over the floor.
So I think I picked a song for my rumba for March.
Did you?
It's going to be Cyndi Lauper's Time After Time.
Oh, Leah actually skated a skating routine to that.
Did she really?
Or no, maybe it wasn't. She skated to a No, she skated to Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Isn't that a Cyndi Lauper song too?
Oh, is it? I don't know about that.
Girls just want to
Yeah.
have fun.
Oh, that would be a great one to do. Girls just
Yeah, Leah skated to
to
that.
have. I have to see what kind of a dance you do to that. Yeah, that is Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm dancing that with a female instructor. So maybe I should find. That would be a good one if that's a rumba or I gotta go find out what that is.
But yeah, glitter like in all these little sunflower things would be smashing for this card. It would make it sparkly.
Are you singing to that song or am I dancing it? Here's the deal.
That was
I'm
me
dancing
singing.
it.
Girls just wanna.
Sarah singing it. So when I was 10 years old and in the church choir, the choir director looked at me and said, "You in the back, would you just please mouth it?" Careful, singing on Facebook will mute your video.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay, don't do that.
Okay.
Because they'll think that you're plagiarizing.
Yes.
Okay. Don't do that. Okay. Shh. Because once I did have a video where I got scolded from Facebook and it said I didn't follow the rules. And I wasn't singing and I could not figure out what happened in the video, but it said because of copyright stuff. So I was like, wow. Okay, so now we have our, yeah, you guys don't want me to get muted.
Oh dear, that would hurt my feelings. Well, it did hurt my feelings, and I still remember it. It was 70 years ago, for heaven's sakes.
We're going to attach the brown circle behind there. That I might use just, I don't know, I might pull out my glue and just add some little spots of glue.
Worse than that, when I was about 12, my parents caught me swimming in the Fox River. Oh, now I'm telling stories, not about Sarah, but about me. So my dad said, "Okay, so we need to find out how we're going to punish you. You can either sing in the church choir or you can learn to play a musical instrument." Well, I wasn't going back to that church choir. So I learned how to play an accordion because it was Lawrence Welk time, for those of you who know who Lawrence Welk is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Fox River. That's the river that runs through our city.
Yeah.
And it's like disgusting. I don't know what you were doing swimming in it.
Well, in 1954, it was pretty clean, Sarah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad anymore, but I wouldn't swim in it.
Well,
I'd go kayaking on it, which I've done that, but I don't think I would swim in it.
oh, Penny Blaylock, you play the accordion. Well, after 6 weeks of learning how to play the accordion, I stamped my 12-year-old foot and I said, "I'm not going to do that. You can't make me." That's when my parents really realized that they had a rebellious child on their hands. They probably knew that before that.
Probably. Okay, so put glue on your frame and it's going to go right on the front of your acetate. Now, I caution you, if you're doing wet glue, to only do small amounts because you don't want it to smooge out. Because this weekend when I had in person, somebody was like, how do I get the glue off the front of my card? And I'm like, you don't. So I said, do you want an extra one? And she said, no, I'm fine. So yes, I just caution you to only use very teeny tiny amounts of glue if you're doing glue.
So Penny Blaylock said Facebook got on her case for listening to music while she was doing a live.
Oh,
Maybe we don't even say the M word.
yeah. I did not know that was a rule.
I didn't either.
Okay, so we're going to put this on the front of our card. Make sure your fingers are clean.
You know, would that be true if we even sang happy birthday?
I don't know.
Probably not, because happy birthday is I think that's a song that you can,
We're not going to try
it's
it.
not copyrighted.
Yeah, decide where you want to put it before you actually place it down. And then turn it over on a clean surface to give it a push. Now, while I'm waiting for that to dry a little bit, I'm going to attach my thinking of you. This extra piece of paper is in case you want to do a different type of saying. So if you don't want thinking of you, if you want happy birthday, if you want happy fall, if you want whatever, that's what that's for. Your brown piece, you're going to trim to the width of the, which is 3 3/4. So trim your brown piece to 3 3/4. That's what your words are going to attach on.
So I suppose you could drive Facebook crazy by playing public domain music. That's music that was copyrighted before 1927.
I don't know. We're not going to try it.
No,
We don't want
no.
to get kicked off.
No.
Because with our luck, they would. Because it's just, they're algorithms that
Algorithm, yeah.
kick you off, and you never get a why. You just go into Facebook jail.
Oh my gosh.
The sunflower dye is from Impression Obsession, but I had them for in person, and I have them at home because I'm going to put some of the Impression Obsession stuff that I had for in person on Comments Sold. So I might have that one in Comments Sold tomorrow.
Okay, question.
Question.
Can we get ribbons? Sandra Unrath seems to have missed them at the warehouse sale.
Oh, I am doing some ribbon in the Comments Sold sale tomorrow, but not all of it.
Okay,
I'm doing some.
all right.
So, yes, there will be some ribbon.
Something in particular you're looking for? That is a beautiful sunflower. I think so too. I love sunflowers.
I do have the ribbon that was used on the that dandelion card.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is going to attach, but before we do that, if you want to do alcohol inks on here, pull out some removable tape and mask off up the side and the bottom. I'm going to do it. If you don't want to do it, if you don't have your yellow alcohol ink out, if you would rather not do it in a hurry and you want to do it in your own time, that's fine. So I'm just going to demo this in case you want to. Future. And if you want to get really intricate, you could go with removable tape around the sunflower. I'm not, because I don't do that much. So I'm going to take my felt pad, and I can't remember if I used yellow or if I used honeycomb.
Everybody's sticking around. Nobody else is trying to go dancing like me. Everybody's sticking with you, Sarah.
We're gonna do some quicker ones.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Now, if I was doing glitter on here, I did just see that. If I
Okay.
was doing glitter, I would do little dots of blue on here, like where the little brown is, and then I would use some type of, brownish or clear glitter. So in these little holes. That's where I would do my glitter.
And
So-
if you choose to, what colors?
Well, you could do a brown or a bronze glitter, or you
Yeah.
could do a clear glitter,
Mhm.
just an iridescent. So if you want to alcohol ink, I masked that off, and I'm doing behind my sunflower, but just be careful to go, and you could also get out hang on, I've got one. You could get out some type of little sponge to get up in the edges. I've never tried alcohol inking with this little sponge, but it's got to work, right?
I would think so.
I-
Is that a makeup sponge?
It's
Looks like it.
there. Then I don't have my big block. And you could use maybe alcohol inks or markers too back here. It's just, somebody asked that, and I think with the alcohol markers you'd need a deeper yellow one in order to get the coverage. Oh, yeah, that worked. That worked pretty good. Doing the little sponge. Okay. So I think with doing alcohol like Copic markers, you would just use a deeper color in order to get the coverage that you want. So I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, but there's with my yellow sunflower, and that's on the back. So then I'm just going to put my word on there, and then we're done. Yay.
Ooh, I love that ink on acetate technique.
That was an afterthought. My original sample, the one that's pictured on your instructions, does not have it. And then after, that's when I tried it. So let's go to an easy one so we can get, or no, I said we were going to go and do well, let's do one easy one so my mom feels like we're halfway through. so she can get going to her dance party. She's going to boogie it up.
Hey, I got all dressed up for this.
Okay. So let's go do an easy one so then we can say we're at the halfway point.
Okay.
That would be this one right here. Because this one is, well, except it's got poking out, which takes a while.
You want me to do the pokies?
Yeah. I'll be to the pokies before you even start poking. So with this one, this is the window slats, Alta New, so we're just going to attach it to the card. So it's just embossed.
I gotta go away for a minute.
My mom's got to go away for a minute.
I'll be right back.
Okay, she'll be right back. Okay, so we attached the window slats, and then we're popping up our saying. I think we did the longest ones though before we did the longest ones in the beginning. So we're just going to pop up our saying. I wanted to do a clean and simple one, and I don't do clean and simple that well, so that's was what I was trying to do. Now the back one might not be all the way cut through. I left my back one more intact. So when Wendy was die cutting, I told her not to worry if the back one didn't punch out. So I'm not even going to try and punch out my back one. I just kind of left that one solid. So I just attached that one with foam tape, and then I poked out the other two. So actually, yeah, I've got two big ones. I don't know if there's 3 sizes. No, it looks like there's one big one in the back, and that one I left pretty solid. And then these two I both poked out. So where's my pokey tool? And if she has to leave to go to her dance party, that's fine. Is the window slats an embossing folder? Yes, it's an embossing folder. It's from Ulta New, and I know I have some of those in the comment sold sale tomorrow too. I think like 4 or 5 of them. But it is an Ulta New embossing folder. And I can only see Facebook comments. I can't see the rest of them. So if I'm not answering you, it's just because I can't see the rest of them. So the one that I did in the back was left fairly intact, and then put that down with foam tape. And then the next 2 I punched out, which is what I'm doing right now. And I put those down with foam tape.
I had to figure out whether girls just want to have fun would work for a judge.
Oh. Are you serious?
Serious. Really important stuff here. Yeah, I remember Leah doing it. Where is this kit on your website, and what is it called, Sarah?
This kit is Cards.
Okay.
And it's on the...
I'll get it. Under classes,
on the class page.
Okay.
Oh, Laura Plummer gave me a good idea.
What?
And this would come into play on like the Halloween card, where it was when you're weeding stuff out, for when you're weeding things out and you want to keep them, to put a piece of press and seal on it, and then they kind of stay in place.
Oh.
So, and I should have remembered that and brought some. I didn't have any press and seal at home, but that was, she saw it on Riley and Company. And then there's prills in here, and the prills are really tiny beads, so don't do these on your work surface. You want to do these like over a bowl or in the garbage can or something. And I like to use my crystal lacquer because it's nice and thick. So thick that it always jams up every time.
Oh, yeah.
But I do like to use my crystal lacquer because it's really thick and the beads stick to it really well. But sometimes my crystal lacquer gums up. So I'm going to do it on a scratch piece of paper. Then I'm going to do it on here. And then I'm going to dump my prills on there over my garbage.
Yes, I remember when they used to do that in my room on the riverfront. Oh my gosh.
And somebody said just to cut a corner off. Somebody that was at in person just said cut a corner off. So I'm going to go out of the camera so I can dump these on.
Is the window slats from an embossing folder, Sarah? Did you answer that already?
Yeah, I answered that. It is an embossing folder, and it's from Ulta New. And I will have some in the sale tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that one was quick and easy.
That was quick and easy.
That
Even
one-
I could do that.
We did that one in under 5 minutes. And I don't think I was rushing too much.
Terrific. Terrific. Terrific.
So we're at the halfway point.
Yes. It's 8 o'clock.
So let's pull out the Halloween one. This one I'm going to set aside because I need my gems to dry, or my crystal lacquer to dry. So the Halloween one I'm going to talk about a little, and that's with
Oh, Sandra Unruth says microfiber cloth works great for glitter sweep up.
oh, nice.
Yes.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
So this one.
See, sharing information.
Yep. So I do have the sample for that one. So let's see. These go on the front. So on this one, we are going to alcohol ink, but this is where there's two things with this card. When I did my original card, I left all of the little diamonds in, and I only popped out these pieces. Now this is where Laura, I think it was Laura Plummer, emailed me and said you could put craft and seal behind it, because then all of your pieces, stay right where they belong, attached, and then if you want to put them back in, you have them. But when I originally punched it out, it was easy to punch out just those pieces, and I did lose a few triangles in the midst of it, but not all of it. Or I had to tape a few of them back in. So the one thing about this die, and it's one thing that I don't like about this die, is it goes edge to edge.
Oh.
So it covers the card edge to edge. So when I did it, and you guys know that I like layering, like a lot, so I really like the green around it. So I did take my trimmer and I cut a hair off of all four sides, so then I had a green border.
Yes.
So I am going to do that. That is up to you whether you want to do it. It's also up to you whether you want to poke out just the long pieces or whether you want to poke out just and leave your diamonds in. Totally up to you. I think I'm going to bring my trimmer over here right now and get that part out of the way. This is a do if you wish. You don't have to do this part. If you don't like to trim just a sliver off of each side so you can see the green card border, that's up to you. So I trimmed about a 1/16 off of each side. If you're not comfortable trimming that small off of your sides, then you don't have to do that part. And if you feel like I just want to poke out everything, you can poke out everything. But I am going to try and just poke out my longer pieces. And if I lose some of the diamonds along the way, I'll have to reattach them back in. But yeah, they stay in pretty good with the mirror card. I think it's because it's the mirror card, because the mirror card has like a coating on one side. So it die cuts good, but it kind of stays intact. Some of these little guys right here I punched out, and I used those right here on my card. That's up to you. You do you.
Silver sparkle over clear texture. Can I get some when I pick up my order? Sandra Unruth.
Silver sparkle. What was that?
Silver sparkle over clear texture.
Well, you can look. I'm not exactly sure which one you mean. Silver sparkle. Like the silver sparkle that we have, the silver Miri sparkle. We do have that, and yes, you could pick it up when you picked up your order.
So your guillotine paper trimmer from We Are?
We Are Memory Keepers, yes.
Yes.
I mean, mine specifically is not from We Are Memory Keepers, but I think we determined that they have one.
Yes.
I think that was a whole discussion we had, Penny, when you probably weren't able to watch for a few weeks. There was We Are Memory Keepers, but then there's more of a generic brand too. Because I think I got it at my when we were on the road traveling, and I got it from one of the big box stores, which I don't suggest going to the big box stores unless you have to, just because I prefer that you support your mom and pops. Because we're a mom and pop. We're a mom and
Now we're a, yeah,
mom and daughter.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I got those out pretty well. I'm going to throw all this scrap out. I'm going to punch out just a few of these little triangles, and I might save them and reattach them. The brand, mine doesn't have like a brand name on it. I just think it's one of the, like, it's probably the exact same thing that the big boxes get, the big box stores get. Oh, I missed one right there. The big box stores get, like, the brand name ones. It's kind of like generic peanut butter, but I really don't think generic peanut butter is the same as the brand name peanut butter. But my little trimmer might be, because it works really good.
And it gets really gummy when you try and cut that peanut butter on that guillotine trimmer.
Yeah, no, I'm not cutting peanut butter on my guillotine trimmer.
Oh.
So yeah, I think I missed two, and I probably threw them out, and I'm not going to dig through my garbage and find them. All right, I'm going to set that aside because we are doing UPO, so we're doing alcohol ink, and I did purples. Go ahead.
Someplace I saw this. Hold on a minute. Is there a link for the flash sale? You just go under sale, right?
Under sale.
I'll
Yeah,
put one out
Mom
there
will
for
post
you.
the link.
Sale items.
So on this one, I just did UPO, and I did a tappy tap. At in person, I saw some people do different colors. So if you wanted to do green, yellow, orange, you could do any of those colors. I just happen to like the purple. And I did do mostly just a tappy tap. And it's long. So I just want to point out it's long. You're going to end up trimming one side off. I left it long so you could hold on to it. So I'm just doing my tappy tappy, tappy, happy tappy, happy tappy tappy. I don't really like the color of that pinky one, but I think if I keep going over it, I'll get purple over the top of it. And I do kind of like the bubblies with this one. I do have my darker one that, oh no, I turned my darker one over last time. Remember I had the darker one for the tree, and I didn't really like that. I might have set that. Oh, I don't know where I put that one. Tappy tap, tappy tap. And you're going to cut this, I'm going to measure it for you, but you're going to cut it down. And then you can put your alcohol inks away because we don't need any alcohol inks. So you're going to cut it down to a little bit over 5 1/4. The inside dimension is, you can cut it to 5 1/4. Or you could wait till I cut mine just to make sure. So I'm going to cut mine to 5 1/4. Okay, so here's mine. And yes, this fits right over the top of it. Yay. So now you could attach this to the front of your card and center it, and then this should fit right over the top of it, rather than trying to attach this to the back of here. Either way would work, but I think I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to attach my purple Yupo piece to the front of my card in the center, and I trimmed it to 5 1/4. And this is the Yupo cardstock that we're using, but the Yupo translucent was on flash sale, and you can do the exact same thing with the Yupo translucent. You might see a little color, behind the Yupo translucent if you do lighter color alcohol inks, but with this darker alcohol ink, you're not going to notice the color behind it at all. But like if I had pastel colors and then I put white behind the Yupo and green behind the Yupo, you might notice it. You might notice a difference. But with the darker colors, you're not going to notice the difference at all. Okay, so now I am going to put tape or glue behind here. That's a lot of gluing, but I'm going to just do a dot of glue on a lot of my triangles. Then I'm going to go around my border. Spray adhesive would work really well for this.
Sandra Unruth says Costco sells press and seam.
Press
Oh.
and seal.
Hmm?
Press and seal, right?
Oh, she said seam, but it could be seal. Really? I didn't know that. Well, there's about a bazillion items in that store.
Yeah, that's what I think Laura Plummer was telling me, that she saw a demo on Riley and Company where they used the press and seal
Okay.
for a die like this that had all kinds of these inner pieces. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I just have a little bit too much in one corner. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to attach that down. I might have to go watch that demo from Riley and Company, because now Sandra, you're the second one that's mentioned that with the press and seal. So I'm going to turn that over.
Costco. That would seem to be I'm looking there. I don't see it.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to go watch the Riley and Company. Oh, here's my purple one. I found it from the other day. I could have used that. It was on the floor.
With my hair.
And my candle.
Oh my gosh. I don't see press and seal.
Okay, so now my green piece I did just attach. You're going to have to trim it, so trim it to the same distance, which is about 5 3/8. Depending on if you trimmed down your frame, you're going to trim it. If you didn't trim down your frame, then it's going to go all the way across. Our ghouls just want to have fun. I attached directly onto my purple mirror card. So I'm going to put tape on the back of these two.
Well, I looked for press and seal or press and seam at Costco, and I couldn't find it on the national site. But
And this is attached, I don't know, about an inch up.
Glad press and seal.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it. And this one I attach. Oh, Wendy said the Costco's here have it,
Okay.
but they didn't always carry it. So now, I did use foam tape to attach this, but see how I tucked some of the legs underneath? Well, you can attach them underneath this layer, or you can attach them underneath the purple mirror card layer. So depending on, you want to strategically not put foam tape where you want to tuck legs in. And if you're not sure, then just don't put a ton of foam tape on there. Or you can cut the leg off. You know, you can cut the leg off a little bit, so it only tucks a little bit underneath. And then you have googly eyes. So see how I attached this guy with his foot? I kind of stuck it underneath there a little bit. But I did kind of put this part all together, and then I fed my legs wherever I needed to feed them.
Oh, I found it. Oh, no. No, I didn't either. Huh.
Sorry, this one's a little long. I left it long for the people that maybe took it all the way across. So you do need to cut this to the same distance as your green. So mine was 5 3/8, so I'm going to cut that. So I need to trim my words just a little bit. I forgot that I left them long for the people that maybe didn't trim their black frame. Okay, so Penny, I saw that you placed your order as a guest. Thank you. We can get that sorted out a different day, because I might have forgot between now and then. Because that happens. Oh, it was from Riley and Company on OOAK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you saw that already.
Yeah, no, I didn't see where it was on. I'm going to have to ask Tanya.
Oh, no. Amputate the legs. Oh, Mona.
Yeah, depending on if you didn't leave room to stick it underneath, like my adhesive isn't totally dry, so I can stick them underneath, or you could cut, you know, if you're sticking it a little, you could cut the leg off. So, and then depending on where you're sticking them, you can, like this one, I'm going to attach solid here, but then foam tape underneath the body. Or I can watch Riley and Company on YouTube. And this guy I stuck. So this guy I stuck one leg underneath and one leg on top.
Sam's Club carries it. Press and seal.
Or did you look at our local?
No, it's no, Ronnie Polad said that, and she gave us a link for it.
Oh. So what did they do with the press and seal, since I didn't see the demo?
I don't know either.
If anybody can tell me in just a short little blurb. But I will try to go watch it on our YouTube. Oh, so I must have had mine strategically placed good enough that my legs didn't run into my foam tape.
Oh, you didn't have to amputate
I didn't
them?
have to amputate. There. Now all I have is the googly eyes.
Costco's too far away.
Okay, now I'm going to use my crystal lacquer for my googly eyes.
You know, it's hard sometimes to find things on websites. You addressed that issue last night, Sarah, with yours.
Oh, my website is hard to find things.
Hmm?
I know my website's hard to find things.
Well, you know, the less you type in, the better off you are. But
So they used a die cut with multiple stars. I've seen that die. And they would not play a huge puzzle game when placing them together. It was simpler to have them in the correct spots. Oh, before you weed, you put the press and seal behind, and then they all stick in the correct spots, right? Lay down a piece of press and seal so that when you go and weed, they are all adhere. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like a good idea.
they did 3 separate cuts.
Yeah, they have the star, a really cool star background.
Okay.
I had different googly eyes, so some of them have these big eyes and some of them have the littler eyes. So yeah, there we go. All right, that was number 6. Should we do an easy one now?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I'm not going to keep all my little triangles.
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. And this one I kind of demoed, but different flowers, colored flowers. So this one has a lot of pieces, but it is fairly easy. So you do have 2 thank yous, just because I did pile those up. And these I'm going to use my my microdot adhesive. So I have these 2 thank yous, and I piled them up. If you want to keep 2 thank yous and you don't want to pile them, that's totally up to you. But we have the card base, and we are layering though on this piece of hammered. Okay, so we're just using the hammered just because it has a little bit of texture. And then we're not layering the hammered on the card because we do need to trim the edges of the flowers off after they're attached.
Penny Blaylock reset her password so she can log in now, so that's all done.
Oh, good. I didn't know my password reset worked. So good.
It's good.
Yay, I'm glad it worked for you, Penny. Because other people tell me it doesn't work for them, so. All right, I'm going to attach the thank you on first, just because if you don't attach the thank you on first, for in person, I saw people not have enough room for their thank you. So I think it's wise to attach your thank yous together with your microdot adhesive and then attach them on first. So I'm going to pull my microdot adhesive out.
Oh, I like that card.
Okay. I will look at the link later. Thank you, Wendy, for putting that out there.
That's nice.
Okay. Oh, nice. The temporary password function works. Well,
Oh,
good. Thank you for
is-
letting us know that, Penny.
Yep. That's nice.
Yep, that is nice. Okay, so once these are attached together, then you can put adhesive on and attach it to the front of your card. And then you can just start attaching your flowers. And then they have the little scallop circle that attaches in the middle, and then the little circle that attaches. So first I'm going to attach my thank you. For a while it wasn't working. I think they must have done an update or something and now it's working. But yay!
Yeah, that is pretty nifty.
Oh, it starts at about 27 minutes for the technique with the press and seal.
Yep, I see that. It's interesting. I'm not seeing her posts on Facebook, but I see them on YouTube. So
Mhm. Now you don't have to trim off the thank you with the scissors. You're going to have to trim off the flowers, so if you want to use a personal paper trimmer to do that, you can. So I'm just going to dump out all my stuff. You might have a few extras. I don't know how many are in here. It's a lot. I don't think you're lacking for flowers and centers. So however you want to arrange them. Now this is the leather-like, so you can use either side. We have the puffy side up. And I didn't foam tape them because I did use crystal lacquer on top of the centers of the flowers, so that kind of gave it some dimension. So some of the flowers are going to be off, some of them are going to be on. They could be overlapping. Okay, I think I'm going to get out some glue for these. I might actually get out my crystal lacquer since I'm going to have it out anyways. And put it in the middle of each of my flowers for my yellow scallop and then my yellow center. Alrighty, we are getting there. I am not going to do my final crystal lacquer until after I trim and assemble, because that will be a mess. So I'm going to do my final crystal lacquer. Oh, Stephanie's on. Stephanie Hoffman.
oh, Stephanie, are you back in Florida or where are you now? Good to hear from you.
Okay. So give those a little minute to dry, especially if they intersect the side, which that one does. But you can take your personal paper trimmer. Okay, you can take your personal paper trimmer and trim that off. So depending on if you trust yourself to cut, along the edge. I'm pretty good about cutting along this edge, but this trimmer doesn't like if I have too many layers. So like where I have these layered right here, it's not liking it very much. So I do need to pull out scissors for that. Yeah, that little trimmer did not like to cut through all of those layers. So I think this one too I'm going to do from the back. Okay, and as long as I got my scissors out, I may as well just do all of them that way. But yeah, you could use a personal paper trimmer, definitely.
Oh, Sandra Unruth has also seen Press and Seal at Big Lots on College Avenue in Appleton.
Oh, nice.
I'll bet that's the best price yet there.
Probably. Okay, so
What time is Come and Sold starting tomorrow?
10 a.m. Central Time. Tomorrow, Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. So if you want to put your crystal lacquer on after, especially because now we need to turn it over to put tape on the back. I think we'll do the boot one next. Where did what come from?
I've just been mousing around with my, I don't know.
She's talking.
Yeah.
If you put crystal lacquer on, just set it aside to dry, like away from your work surface so you don't set something on it. Because there's nothing worse than doing that and then having your card ruined.
Yes. Yeah, try your local grocery stores. That's Press and Seal too.
Oh yeah, because I
Yeah.
used to have
Yeah.
Press and Seal in my
I think
pantry.
too, and I think your dad liked that a lot.
Yeah, it works really good.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna set this aside where we're not gonna have anything go into the crystal lacquer.
Target. Everybody's carrying Press and Seal.
Is
Is
crystal lacquer? Yes, crystal lacquer is the same as glossy accents, diamond glaze. I think there's another name for it too. Glossy accents, diamond glaze, crystal lacquer. Yeah, they're all the same. Let's go on. We're going to do the boot, which is that one, and then we will do the birthday one, and then we'll do the stair step one, and then if my mom has to leave to go to her dance party, she can leave while we're futzing.
Oh, I just told him I would be. It started at. Oh, it starts at 9, so I've got plenty of time. They go
Oh.
till 11 tonight, and if I'm not staying till 11.
Jeez.
I'm just going to stop in and see if a friend of mine is there. Dance a couple of dances with him, and
Well, although I'll probably be up until 11 too.
yeah.
Okay, so we are going to work on the boot one.
How did you know Stephanie's on? You
Because I saw her, it said Stephanie
Huffman?
Yeah, Hoffman. I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce her middle.
I didn't see anything from her on here. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, so for pieces and for things that we need, I pulled out a couple ink pads. And I also pulled out a little a little spongy thing. For your words, I stamped both sides. I gave you 2 words, just in case you liked one versus the other. And let's start with inking our wood plank. So there's the up part where the these lines right here that are, more up, you'll get less inking on it. You'll get a different look, let's just put it that way, if you do one side versus the other. Okay, and I did use my lighter ink pad, and I did just drag it across the top. And depending on how much you press, you're for sure going to get the lines, but then you could get some of the other lines too. Now, if you did the other side, then you're mostly going to get that look. So it's up to you. You could do either side. We're just doing direct to paper. You'll get more of those vertical lines on one side than the other. Okay, so I did that. I'm going to set that aside. Now for the boot, we inked it. So this is the boot from Impression Obsession. It's the large boot. The bottom part I used the leather-like paper. And it only goes on one way. Now mine is cut on the debossed side. My sample is on the embossed side. I don't think it really matters because there's texture on both sides. And this little boot top part, I made a darker brown. Now you can either set the whole thing in your ink pad, like you can take this right to your ink pad. If you want, your fingers might get messy, and you can color it that way. Or you can take a sponge and do it with a sponge. I wanted a darker look, so I just took it and I pressed it right onto it. Okay, so that's my boot top. And then I did just take the sponge and I just kind of sponged on it to give it a more worn look. And you can do that as much or as little as you want.
You know what that looked like to me? That
What?
boot? You're going to laugh.
What?
You better. It looked like an ice skate with a guard on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I thought it was. I didn't realize it was a boot.
No, it's a boot. It's a hiking boot.
Yeah, I get that now, after you told me.
Oh, that's because when you were librarian,
Yes.
organizing the
What
Impression
is this
Obsession
anyway,
dies.
Sarah? What is this called? Weirdo, as Leah would say.
Yeah.
She's not on here, so I can tell stories about her.
Yeah, we can tell stories about Leah because she's so Ev, little grandbaby, Leah, like she'll come over and he's eating, and when he was really young and there was like food on the floor and everywhere, she was like, he's just such a weirdo.
In a nice way.
In a nice way.
Yeah.
So now that's kind of the thing.
It's the thing. Weirdo. She did that. She said that one time when he kept pulling his hat over his eyes, and he was about 18 months old. put a hat on him and he'd just pull that hat over his eyes. Why does he do that? He's such a weirdo.
So,
If she ever has children, is she in for the shock of her life?
yeah.
Well, probably not, because she's got a dog friend that's a weirdo.
Yeah, Charlie's kind of a weirdo.
Charlie's a weirdo dog.
So I punched out the holes, and then I did take a Sharpie, and I just kind of went inside the holes,
Oh, but maybe.
and that gives them a little,
Oh, I like that.
it gives them like a little eyelet, like it looks like they have an eyelet over them. Just be careful that you don't go outside the line, because you'll end up with a big black mark on your boot.
Oh,
But if you go just inside the circle, that makes it look like there's a little eyelet around, where the lace is going to go in and out.
that from the lady who never colored inside the lines when she was little.
Yeah. I can color in the lines now. I'm a big girl. So first I'm going to attach the boot bottom on there. And then this one I did pop up with foam tape. And then we'll get to tying the laces. Now I must have used a different set of brown ink pads this time versus last time. Who knows? Who knows what I did?
And it doesn't matter, Sarah.
And it doesn't matter, no. Totally doesn't matter. Because nobody's going to see these two cards together. All right, now I'm going to move my alcohol inks out of the way.
Oh, Pink Fresh Studio is having a class tomorrow, so sorry you're going to miss the sale, Sandra Unrath.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I just did start at the bottom, and I taped it to the back. So just a piece of Scotch tape or whatever tape to the back. So I taped and then I basically just went in, in the next, I'm going to cut this at an angle so it's easier to feed in. So I just kind of fed it in one, and then I didn't pull it super tight, well, I kind of pulled it tighter, but not, you can leave it loose so it looks like, so I just fed it in one, and then in the next one. And you can do it as loose or as tight as you want. And then it's just going to go in the next one. Yeah, even if you can't shop tomorrow because you're in another class, you can still check out, because not everything sells out, so
You can still go to the site and
you can still go to the site and scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see all the products that are left. And then I just kind of fed that one underneath there, and maybe you put a little bit of adhesive so it stays in place if you want. I don't even know if I have any adhesive. I don't. I just have it tucked in underneath the top of the boot. Yeah, I didn't hold it in place at all. But considering that Josh might be using it, maybe I'll put
Oh,
a
yeah.
little dot of glue behind there. Okay, so now we're just to assembly. Let's see. Okay, so it's our black layer and our wood grain layer, and our words are cut to, oh, they're a little long. Our words are a little long, so cut off one end so you can just attach it and then snip off the one end. And depending on which word you want to use, because I've got a word on both sides, depending on which one you want. Since I already have a Meet Me on the Trail, I'm going to do a Adventure
Any-
Awaits.
Do you have any adhesive on the website, Sarah, before I start poking?
I have ATG tape,
ATG, all right.
and I have microdot adhesive.
All right.
I think if you type in ATG, you'll find it.
All right.
And I think if you type in micro,
Okay.
you'll find it. So then that, or you want to attach, this just covers up your border, and it looks like it's the right length. Yay. And then that attaches to your black, and then that attaches to your card front. Alrighty. You guys are all quiet.
Yeah, everybody's
It's getting late. And that attaches to your card front. I don't know how my mom's gonna go dancing. I'm gonna go sit on the couch.
Mhm. Yeah, do nothing, right?
Well, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
do nothing. I'm gonna
I
be
know.
on my computer, but
I know you're not going to do nothing.
I'm gonna go sit on the couch.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. Edit. Thought that I had the right one.
And then our boot goes on there however you wish.
Copy.
And you are good to go.
Paste.
Alrighty, we're down to the last two.
Oh my gosh.
Do you even believe it?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes, for sure.
The birthday one is going to take the longest, so we're going to do that one first. So the birthday, let's get the sample out. The birthday is an easel card, so it pops up like that.
Oops.
And the balloons are just kind of hanging there midair, which is good. Oh, I have one that's already semi put together. Hang on, this was my one that I used to demo with over the weekend. I have to go grab a kit, because I didn't have an extra kit of this one. Or maybe I can just use the sample kit. Okay, I'll use the sample kit, then I won't have to run and get it. Okay, so we're gonna put the inside together first. So that's our inside. So we're going to open it up. This is our easel card, so it's like a steno card, but then it has one score, kind of like the Bandit easel, with a beverage. Yes, probably a beverage.
Sarah, do you ever put ATG refills on sale?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I don't ever put ATG refills on sale because there's really almost not much markup in them.
Yep.
So first we're going to attach this. So we're working on the inside, so our flat part is on the bottom, our scored part is on the top, the bump is facing up, and we're going to attach the happy birthday layer right to the inside. So the ATG refills, like the most, like you can get them during the sale. But otherwise I never put them on sale.
All right. Thank you. With a beverage? Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
I'll probably
no, I'm
fall
not
asleep.
telling stories either.
No, don't tell stories.
See, Sarah's afraid to go out of the room tonight.
All right, so we attached that there, and then we are going to take the square that's in there and attach it closer to the top, because this is this square right here, so we're just going to attach that. Oops. All right, why don't we do our balloons first, just so they have a chance to dry. So we're going to turn our balloons over and then just attach our strings. So I'm going to glue my strings on the back of my balloons, just so those have a chance to dry. And I don't think it really matters which string you do to which one, but I did, yeah, this is how I did them on my sample. I don't really think it matters though. One balloon goes on the inside of your card. That one goes on the inside.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. So we're going to put a little adhesive back there and attach our balloons. Oh, excuse me. Also, I have a cloggy in my throat. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so we have our balloons, or our strings attached. That's good. We're just going to let those dry. Now we're going to move on to our two pieces of mirror card. One goes on the inside and one goes on the front. So you have three sets of words here, whichever two words that you want to use. And they are mounted with foam tape. So both of the words are mounted with foam tape onto the mirror card.
'Tis the season for sneezing, right?
Yeah. I don't sneeze that much. And usually I sneeze more than once when I do sneeze though, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
me too.
All right. So we're going to pop that up with foam tape.
Sandra, if your class starts later tomorrow, you could always join us for the first hour. And then switch over. And then, like Sarah said, you can go later to the website and see what in the heck is still available.
All right, so we're going to put foam tape on the back of both of those.
How many cards left, sir?
One after this one.
Nice.
Yeah, we're doing good.
I think we're doing really good.
This one's going to take a few minutes, and then the other one. So, and the other one is mostly folding and attaching with a little bit of coloring, but I think the coloring on that one is super fast.
I haven't been crossing them off. That's why I
Oh.
have no clue where we are.
Oh, that's okay. Don't cross them off now, because I can use those instructions.
Yeah, I won't. That's why I didn't do it in the first place, because I didn't want to.
All right, let's go back to the inside. We have our one balloon that we can attach right back here, and then we're going to attach our silver mirror card over the top of it. So depending on where your balloon is attaching, I popped up my balloon with foam tape.
Oh, balloon strings are a whole nother thing in the die cut.
And the die, yeah, there's lots of balloon
There's
strings.
lots of them. I just
I
kind
have
of plopped
balloon
them all
strings
on
with-
one place.
Yeah, I have balloon strings with one of my dies, and then Mitra's got balloon strings with a bunch of her dies.
I know.
So, and so this piece that's right here is popped up because that's what catches the front of your card. So you do want to pop this one up inside here. No yawning, you have a dance party to go to.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Besides, I'm taking Bogey with me. He's sitting on my shoulder tonight.
Oh, that your butterfly.
My butterfly. Bogey the butterfly.
All right, so we're just gonna put our front layer right there. And yes, this is where this piece pops up and catches right there. All right, so now let's go work on the front of our card. And it might be easier because we have all this foam tape going on in here if we open it up all the way. And the first thing we're gonna do is attach these two layers. So
Do you hear
that's,
something buzzing?
I do.
So it's not just your ears or mine. Wonder what
Well,
that
I
is.
thought it was your computer.
Well, my computer's plugged in.
I know, is my computer plugged? Yeah, my computer's plugged in too.
I think it is my computer. It is. My volume's off.
Well, it was buzzing before
Do you
too.
think it's going to explode?
I don't know. I hope not.
I hope not either, because I like this little thing.
So
It's
you'll
getting, I think it's getting louder.
attach those two layers there. Now we need to pull out our acetate, and I think I used my acetate. Okay, hang on. Because I just rated a demo kit, so I've got to get a piece of acetate. Whew. Okay. I've got my extras bag. Okay, so there should be a piece of acetate. I've got to find one in all the pieces and parts because I was using a demo kit.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there they are. Sometimes Becky will put a piece of Post-it note, but we were kind of doing these like last minute, so she did not do her Post-it note thing on them. She'll sometimes put a piece of Post-it note on them just so they don't get lost. Because they're clear, you know, kind of like a clear ruler.
Yeah.
So you're going to cut your piece of acetate to, like 1 7/8 to 2 inches by, hang on, it's clear, it's hard to see.
Sarah, with the ATG refills, is the different,
By like 2 3/4.
I'm sorry.
So 1 7/8 to 2 inches by 2 3/4. Yes.
Is one 3M and the other a non-brand name?
The one that we sell is the non-brand name.
Okay, thank you.
One 7/8 to 2 inches by, or approximately 1 7/8 or 2 by 2 3/4 to 3. It doesn't have to be exact. That's what I'm trying to say. And we're going to take the piece of acetate, we're going to attach it to the back of your front word, kind of more towards the right hand side and about in the middle, so it's sticking up. See, your balloons are going to attach to this. So on the right hand side, I'm going to put marker on here, like about right here is where you're going to put tape to attach your acetate, and it's clear so it's hard for you to see it. So the acetate attaches, my acetate is right here. Yeah, all of the ATG that I use, both sizes, are not the 3M brand. Otherwise they'd probably be like double the price. Okay, so I've got my piece of acetate right there. So now, oh, you know what? We shouldn't have attached our word onto here already because we can't get our balloon strings through there. Darn it. So I did that one in the wrong order a little bit. Because the balloon strings, depending on how much foam tape you have sticking through there, you might be able to get your balloon strings through there. Sorry, I missed that one. Depending on if you have too much foam tape back there, which I do. Okay, well, my balloon strings are not going to go there then. I just mucked that one up. So one of my balloon strings fits through there because I have a lot of foam tape back there. And one of my balloon strings does not. All right. Well, I'm going to cut my balloon string and then I'm going to reattach it. So, but we're not attaching our balloons on there quite yet because we're going to put tape. Yeah, so I did wrong in order for in person, and now I just did wrong in order for virtual on 2 different cards. Now we're going to put tape on the bottom half, and when we attach it, see it's attaching right below the score. So then our balloons are going to stand up. So when you attach it, it's attaching right below that score. So you only want to put tape on that bottom edge to attach right below that fold. If you put tape on the whole thing, you'll tape your card shut. So you want to put tape on the bottom edge, so it attaches right below that score. And yes, in person, we did the words on there after. That was the smarter way to do it. So I only put tape on the bottom edge and attached it, so it can stand up above that score. So when it stands up, you have your acetate standing up. Now I can attach my one balloon because I have a place to sneak my string through there. And you can attach them with foam tape or flat. Like one of them I did with foam tape and one of them I did flat. Let's see how that's standing up above that score. And there's always a way around everything. So my other balloon string, I'm going to trim it, I'm going to feed it a little bit in, and then I'm going to reattach it underneath. So this one, I'm just going to see where it's going to go. Yep. And if your acetate is up way too high, you can, so you don't have quite as much hanging. Okay. So now I'm gonna, see, it looks like that balloon goes, there's a way to fix everything. I tried to rip it off there, but it was on there really tight. And now I can just reattach this one under there like that. And nobody's going to be the wiser except for you all. And then you're going to put your gems on, and then we are all done with that one. All right, gems, where'd you go? There they are. Then we are moving on to our stair step card. Do you want to head out, Mom?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good. When I get there, I get there. I told them that.
Okay. All right, so we're done with that one. Yay. And it opens like that. And even though I mucked up the balloon strings, you can't tell.
No, you can't. You know how to fix things.
Okay.
So I think, the ATG refills, she wanted to know if the difference, one is 3M and the other a non-brand, and the difference between the ATG tapes is that one is quarter inch and one is half inch.
Correct, yes.
One for
is
the pink,
quarter
yeah.
and one is half.
So I wrote that out.
Okay, so now for folding our card, this is our center step card. Now I always like to turn it away from me when I'm doing it. So there's 2 scores right here, and then there's 3 scores on the side and just 1 score in the middle. So I always like to go on the side, and I put my thumb and my forefinger, my thumb and my pointer finger on either side of the score, and then I put my naughty finger behind the score, and I kind of just fold that. Now you're just easing the score. You don't have to fold it totally flat, so you're just easing the score. Then you're walking your fingers down and doing the same thing, but doing a valley fold. And you can even take both fingers down there if you want, and just score that one as a valley, then the next one as a mountain. So it should be this, a mountain, then you walk your fingers down and do a valley, and then you do a mountain. So it kind of looks like that, a mountain, a valley, a mountain. And then you're going to take your fingers to the middle and just fold that one as a mountain. And then these should all just press flat. So it's a mountain, a valley, a mountain, and then the center one is a mountain. And that is your A2 horizontal step card. So let's go to the pieces. And we're gonna just attach all of the main pieces, and then this one's a pretty quick one. Let me get my sample out. I did add glitter and glue onto here, but I told people in person that they just needed to do it on their own, because I told them it was glitter glue.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to get the glitter and glue out. Alright, so this piece is for the inside. So this one just goes right on the inside. And you can put it on the inside or you can put it on the back. It's up to you. I'm going to put mine on my inside. And I think this one's Autumn Hay. I think that's the name of that stock. I don't use it a whole lot.
Does it say here on your...
Yeah, I think it's Autumn. I think that's what I printed on was Autumn Hay.
Okay. Let me find it.
Okay. These two side ones are champagne, so we can just go and attach the two side ones, because those are pretty easy. So just attach your two side ones. Those are the champagne metallic.
It doesn't say Autumn Hay on it.
Oh, what does it say?
It says Cuba Libre
Yep.
cocktail,
This is Cuba
Poison
Libre.
Ivory, Gold Mirror card, Champagne.
Oh, it is poison. Oh, is it poison ivory?
Poison Ivory, that's what it says it is.
Okay, yeah, then it must be poison ivory.
Okay. That's a really nice
My eyes
card.
are playing tricks on me. Okay, so then we have our two center layers, which is our Cuba Libre and our champagne, and we're going to attach those near the top. So let's go ahead and just attach those.
Is this the last card?
This is the last card.
Oh. I like
Yeah.
this card a lot.
I like this one a lot too. Alright, and then we'll take the last piece of Cuba Libre, and that attaches at the bottom. Okay, then we can weed out our Happy Fall. Now this is the Happy Fall Y'all die, and we just used the Happy Fall part of it. We cut off the Y'all. So even if you don't like the Y'all part of the Happy Fall, you don't have to use it. And you can trim the end of the end is a little bit shorter. There. I'm going to get my micro dot adhesive out to attach that one. And that's going to attach to right here. So yes, we are, well, obviously I'm in class, so I didn't turn off the I didn't turn off the flash sales because I'm here with you, and by the time I get home, so it'll be 10 or so before I even get them off. 10 or so. Turning that over and just giving it a little push. There, we've got that. So our 4 squares you can just attach flat on there. I'm just going to put adhesive on the backs of my 4 squares. And then yeah, the last part of that is just a quick color, and I just took and trimmed my squares into, or the little squares into squares, hand trimmed them, and you popped them up with a little bit of foam tape. So I got 1 square. Square. All right, then our last step is just to, and this is like a, this is a quicker color. Let's see. So I've got G99. I like how the Copics color on this. And I think the next one I used was, yep, YR23. And you can add more color to them if you want. And then I did an orange. I think I used my YR09. So yeah, you can do shading if you want. I'm not going to. And then R39 for my maple leaf. I should put the colors on the instruction
The
sheets.
instruction sheet. Yeah.
I know. This time I did write them down, and then I lost them between when I wrote the instructions and
Ooh.
writing them down. So, stuff happens. Alrighty. Make sure they're dry, because this is the last step besides adding some glitter, if you want to add glitter. But otherwise it's just a quick snip. And you can use a personal paper trimmer if you want. And then I'm just gonna pop these buggers up with foam tape and we will be good to go. Are you guys still out there with me?
Yes, they're hanging tough with you, Sarah.
We're going on 3.5 hours. 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Well, it's not like a midnight stamping thing or an overnight stamping
Yeah, that's
thing.
true.
Oh my gosh. I remember those days. Sure are. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone. These are such cute cards.
So now you guys can add glitter glue if you want to. That's all I did on these little dots right here, and then on a few dots of the on these. But that's totally up to you. I think I did use glitter. I think I just did find some glitter glue in my stamp room and used that as opposed to glitter and glue. Looks like glitter glue.
If it looks like glitter glue and it smells like glitter glue,
It is glitter glue.
It is glitter glue. That's right.
So here, let's lay a few cards out. Whoops. That cleaned up. We've got our easel card, our boot card, our Halloween card, our thank you card.
Thank you, Ronald Lee.
So the few people that are missing things, we'll get those out in the mail tomorrow, and we apologize for that. The only one that I'm missing here is my wedding one, because I put it off to the side for the next wedding that my daughter needs it for. So, but yeah, there we have it. Cards, cards, cards.
Woo.
Another year in the books. We'll end it with comments sold tomorrow, and we hope to see a lot of you there.
Even I'll be back.
Yeah, after her big night boogieing.
Yeah. All right.
So, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.